Living Free Mike, yeah, he wastes a bunch of food, and Nomadic Fanatic continues to elude authorities. All right, the great off-gridder Mike, that's right. You remember he complained back when he his garden it didn't produce enough yield for his efforts, and he was very upset. He was distraught. He got discouraged, and he seemed like he was just going to throw in the towel. But he stuck with it. He stuck with it, and he finally did get to grow some stuff. But what did he do with it? Nothing. He let the shit rot on the vine.
With these tomatoes, and I got all these peppers that grew that I didn't do anything with. I mean, these were huge not too long ago. You know, it is what it is. I could have made a salsa and stuff like that, but yeah, I could have did this. I could have did this, but the lazy fuck couldn't even pick his fucking vegetables, man. After all that whining and crying and bitching, after all the stuff, after all the people went ahead and sent him stuff, did all the things that he asked for, and bought him all the stuff that he needed, his damn hoses and his raised bed and everything, even the damn seeds. So he grows all his shit after crying that he couldn't grow anything, and then just lets it hang on the vine and rot. Well, there you go, people. As you can see, Mike's probably going to need some more stuff for you to buy for him next year. So yeah, go ahead, you dumbasses. Go buy him some more shit so he can waste stuff. You people were as dumb as he is. All right, now let's move on to Nomadic Fanatic.
Who the fuck is Nomadic Fanatic?
All right, so Nomadic Fanatic, he continues to outsmart and elude the authorities. That's right. He goes into town and spends all day running errands, just flaunting his being, his mere existence, just flaunting and laughing at police. Now, of course, I'm just joking. You know, I think it's funny because I still get comments about warrants, jail, and a manhunt. What I really find funny is that I get a comment saying, I need to stop sticking up for Eric, right above a comment saying I'm horrible because I wish Eric ill will, and all I do is talk mean about him. It's just so funny to me. And for you that comment that Eric never talks about you, well, not recently, but you must be new because he's mentioned me and commented about me quite often. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue with the Tater saga. That is, you know, all the rage right now still. It's winding down, but it's still a topic of discussion, at least in my comment section, because there's still comments that are assuring me that I'm wrong, and Tater is being hunted. He's being sued by the dude that he punched. He has a warrant out for his arrest. He's going to be nabbed on sight. So if all this is so true, what's everybody waiting for? What are you waiting for? If this guy is suing him, what's he waiting for? Spring? What are the cops waiting for? What's the deal? So what's everybody waiting for? What's the holdup? Is it the Christmas holiday? Does nobody work? What's going on? I mean, if I were to sue Tater or wanted to take him to court, I could find him. I'm not a detective. Hell, I'm not even a regular little beat cop. I'm not even an internet sleuth. But I could find him with little to no effort. Just because I'm not a fan doesn't mean that I have to go jump on every little story and rumor that pops up about the Tater. No, I'm not just going to run my gums because somebody says, ooh, this is what happened. Well, let's dig into it a little bit before we start running our gums. I mean, first of all, what's the easiest thing to trace and track and follow? Yeah, something that everybody has. He's got a cell phone, easily tracked. He's a YouTuber. He posts his location. He tells you exactly where he is. He puts it on film. He just said he was at Kevin's. I knew that.
because I said it days ago that he was at Kevin's. And for anybody that's going to say, oh, you're just making up, you're spreading rumors, how do you know?
Yeah, I'm here on Kevin's land. Kevin's no longer on YouTube, and he's doing okay, guys. Kevin's doing okay.
Oh, looky there. Why do you play clips? Why do you steal Tater? Right there. So when you say, he's not at Kevin's, dude, from the horse's mouth. Now what? Now, little Tater, the dude, he spent the entire day in town. Yeah, he was in town, just running around all over the fucking place, doing all kind of shit. He did laundry. He showed where he gets his mail. Yeah, he went and got mail. Here it is. This is my mailbox. This is where I go. All but gave you turn-by-turn directions. He dumped his little poo buddy. He got water. He went to Lowe's and Home Depot. Walmart. He stopped and got 2 different types of fuel. He's getting all kinds of shit. He went to dump his trash even. And what did he do all this in? And no, it wasn't the big giant turquoise or blue or whatever color it is this week. Whatever shade of blue. But it wasn't in the big blue bus, but it was in his white pickup truck. The one that everybody knows that it's his. Yeah. Even the little video of the guy talking to the sheriff. Oh yeah, he drives a white pickup. Yeah. See? He's spending money on credit cards. Well, even if it's his debit card, both, it all can be tracked. Oh yeah, here's the spending. He goes here. Oh my goodness. In this video, he told everybody the things he does on a regular basis and pretty much where they are. Someone could easily watch those places and then serve him or arrest him. And he did the 7,000 feet here in the White Mountains. So look, we're just going to narrow it down. He's saying where he's going. Oh, this place is 15 minutes from here. He's saying everything. All this, and no one can find this bud. Nope, can't find him anywhere. He's elusive. He's on the run. He's hiding. You people trip me out. He can't be serving papers. He can't have an arrest warrant served. Nope. No one saw him driving. So if being just a bit logical and not saying stupid shit means I'm sticking up for Tater, well, so as far as this video goes today, I pretty much said what happened in the video. He emptied his black tank into that little portable poo tank thing. Now, I'm going to give him some props here. He did have a good idea, a good way to do that, putting that tank up in the bed, because you're not going to lift it once it's full, when it's sloshing around and stuff. So putting it up in there and using the old grinder pump and grinding up the poo and sending it up into the thing to take it to go dump. But then just as you're trying to give him a little attaboy, what's he do? He's got bare hands. He's got no gloves on. He's touching the poo pipe. He's doing it. He even did everything with his bare hands. And then he even disconnected it from the little portable thing up in the thing to show you that it's running out with no gloves, with no gloves on. And this is blank tank. He didn't say anything about dumping the gray tank, which he can't dump them both into that little thing. It's impossible. So it was all just shit water. And then after that, he went and bought donuts. Ugh, how fucking gross. See, I tried to give him props. Oh, and the water, pumping the water. He went and got water, and he took it back and to get it out of the 55-gallon drum into the bus. I would have done it a little bit different, but he did okay. He got some PVC pipe and stuck it down in the tank. He cut it at almost a 45, a little angle, so it could down to the bottom, but wouldn't suck tight. I'd have just put an elbow on the bottom and just put it in and stuck it down in there. But anyway, it worked plenty good. It was another good idea, and then pump it out into the bus. So, see, I'm trying. I'm really trying, folks. I'm really trying. Now, our Tater, he did some calculations on the cost effectiveness of, him taking his trash and going and collecting water as opposed to having water delivered and having his trash being picked up on site. I mean, and again, another thing that was pretty smart, but I was confused with some of the numbers. He said he goes through 10 bags of garbage a week. Leave me a comment below. How much trash do you make, accumulate, produce, whatever you want to call it? How much do you guys? I mean, my wife and I, we have one bag of trash and one container of recyclables a week. That's it. 2 people. Now, granted, we don't have cats and shit, but damn, 10? That's a lot of shit. I mean, how does a guy that is pretty messy and kind of throws shit everywhere, and he's not really clean? I could see if he was clean and constantly throwing, but I mean, but how much trash? How does he? 10 bags of trash. That's a lot. Even if he dumps the litter out every single day, which I doubt that happens, that's still not 10 bags of trash. And besides, he might be sifting it, but he's not dumping. It's not like he's dumping the whole. He's not going through 100 pounds of cat litter a week. So he's doing the scoopable shit, and it's still not. Where does he get 10 bags of garbage a week? That's a lot. Leave me a comment below. What do you think? Now, just from watching Tater and watching him all these years, I'm quite familiar with his mannerisms, the way he, and I do think Tater's staying off the booze. I do. It would appear. If someone asked me, I would say, yeah, I think he's staying off the booze. And I do think a sober Tater, is a more clear thinking Tater. He seems to be pacing himself a bit more. He's not in such a rush that I want it done now. I'm sure he still is anxious, but yeah, he's kind of pacing himself, and he's attempting to make more thought out decisions. He's kind of not jumping to stuff. I mean, doing all the calculations and trying to figure out stuff. So I think he's kind of, again, a sober Tater is more clear thinker. He still eats like a fucking toddler, but hey, it's an improvement. Now, I do stand by my theory that something happened at Quartzsite. I don't know what, but it was something that made Tater do a quick midnight move under the cover of darkness. But yeah, I don't know what it was. And I stick with the thing that I still think that he left conflict and retaliation, and he wasn't running from the law. He was running from retaliation. Tater does not like conflict. I think if the law wanted him, he could very easily be found. I mean, he's posting, running errands. He doesn't seem to be on the run or hiding to me. Now, before I go on, I do want to say that I think that Diana is having some issues because a lot of people were telling me about California, this and that, and there's not just a property tax, but there's, I guess, inheritance thing and all this. There's all kinds of shit. Well, we know how California is. Soon they're going to be, are you breathing? How much do you breathe a day? And they're going to start, charging you for their toxic fucking fog-filled air. But yeah, one of the most expensive places ever to live. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, she's having issues, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure she can't wait to get the fuck out of California and go meet up with her honey. Even though there's a bunch of people, again, in my comments and in chat. Oh, I know, Eric, and they broke up. I know, Eric, I was there, and he was crying because they broke up, and they're broke up. Yeah, well, they both talk about each other, so I don't believe that rumor either. Now, the Tater supporters, they'll say I'm mean, I have no life, and I'm jealous. They will accuse me of wishing him ill will. I just watch and give my opinion.
That's my opinion!
That's all I'm doing. I'm not jumping on some hater bandwagon either. I'm one of the few that look at it realistically. And trust me, I'm not jealous of any of the vehicle dwellers. I am perfectly content not shitting in a bucket or living in the giant dust bowl that is Quartzsite and the surrounding areas. And like some of you say, if Eric's channel goes away or I wish him ill will and something happens to him, whatever will I talk about? How will I make any extra money? There's other people on YouTube besides him. So for you that say that I am sticking up for him and his, and I'm on his side, I don't know what to say except that it's right there and I'm not dumb. Use a little bit of logic and common sense instead of jumping to manhunt and jail rumors and theories. It doesn't make any sense. For those that say, why do you care when he does? I say this. Okay, everybody, you heard him. Don't watch Nomadic Fanatic. Even though he posts videos of what he's doing, he doesn't want you to know what he's doing. Even though his life literally depends on people caring about what he's actually doing and watch his videos about what he's doing, don't you dare worry what he does and don't you watch. He makes a living off of people caring what he's doing. His life depends on people caring and watching about what he's doing. His followers all want you to just stop watching if you don't like it. Just stop watching. And don't you worry about anything that he's doing. It's none of your business. So don't watch. Please, just do what all Tater supporters want you to do. Just abandon him. Just go away. Man, and they say I'm mean. Those people want to see his channel get fewer views, which means they want Tater to get less money. That's exactly what they're saying. That's what they're promoting. That's what they want to see happen. They want to see their little Tater fail. They want to see his channel take a big old dive. With supporters like that, who the hell needs enemies?
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.